Let's record one more time. Check 1 2 1 2. We're online. So, all right. Getting another chance at Spice and C4 with 3-on-2. So let's have some fun with it, right? All right. So I'm gonna. I need to continue to work with my tryout builds and so on. He's right. So I need to continue to work with my match locks because that is definitely the weakest part of my game. So I want to maintain balance here. Right? There's always natural to go back to what you're best at, but right, to continue to work to get better at things that maybe aren't your strong suits is important. So let's so we have. Right, it is 3-on-2, so they're giving us a small chance. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring some bocaf. Right, because in the late game it's 3-on-2, okay? Even if Spice or C4 dices me up, whoever it is, this just gives me a chance late to help Prussian General or the Old Ronin, okay? Now, right, so I'm going to bring Katana Core for this one, right? Kind of my OGs here. And then I got 2,200 left. So let's bring the handgunners this time. Or the heavy gunners, excuse me. And then I'm going to bring... How many... Matchlock Ashigaru. Damn. So I got 310 left. Ooh, it's such an awkward number. I don't love that. 310? Man, what do I have for veterans? Because I don't have any more Matchlock Ashigaru veterans, which kind of sucks. So I got to make this army a little bit more efficient. I got 742 left. 691. 742. What would be like not only efficient but also makes sense? 742. I'm tempted to just bring some light cav. 742, just an awkward number. You know what? It's time to bring the Matchlock Warrior Monks. Those are going to be my 3. Yeah, everything makes sense for what I brought. Alright, so no artillery. Awesome. So we got a 3v2 here. Should still be recording. I think, yeah, I'm obviously the only one ready here. And again, right, so actually Spice is just in the secure tournament. He just lost to C4, but C4 is really good. Spice is really good too, right? It's why you enter tournaments, play really good players. So we'll see. We'll see if me and the Prussian General, we can redeem ourselves a little bit with the old Ronin. Right? right? Spice and C4 are putting themselves at a disadvantage. But when you're really high level, you're looking for this. And I don't know if I've played with the old Ronin before, right? But you're always looking for quality to test and push yourself. And then just like also understanding how things work, right? Like I like playing with Spice a lot because he debriefs battles with me, which is important. You know, right? At the end of the day, this is a game, and we're trying to learn, right, and have fun. So I'm gonna keep getting after it. Yeah, me and the Prussian general are ready. C4 is ready, and that's it. All right, I'm gonna step away for a second. I'll just keep letting it roll though. Maybe I cut it, maybe I don't. We'll be right back. I just gotta step over there. All right, where are we at? How's everyone doing? All right. Okay. Got 4. We just went on the old Ronin. Look at his army. My teammates' armies. I should be better at that. However, I don't want to unready right now because we're all pretty much there. So, fantastic. Fantastic. You know, there's a funny part of me that's hoping my buddy would just roll up on him. He's an eccentric motherfucker, to say the least, and he's hilarious, but also at the same time, I don't need those distractions in my life at this moment as I'm trying to win a battle. 3-on-2. Come on, let's do ourselves some justice, boys. These are good players, but we can fucking do this one. We have all the advantages, except our skills. Alright, I'm joking. Because, yeah, I don't want to speak to skills. I don't know their actual skill set, right? But C4 and Spice did just beat me in Prussian. However, just taking quick looks, Prussian general seemed to be holding his own much better. C4 was able to come late and just really clean it up and help Spice. Right, and this is just quick memory. I haven't watched the replay. I literally just fought that battle. So yeah, Crossroads though. This is a pretty well-used map, especially because it works well for. Oh, she played World Weary on me. Typical. Which, if only I had it, I would use it a lot too. Alright, so we got the workshop, Bo Dojo. Alright, we have the Morale Shrine. So hey, boys, this one's pretty easy. We just need to control all 3. I know we're not exactly discussing these things right now. I'm actually just talking to the enemy. Wait, is that what you're supposed to do in warfare? It is a good way to gain intelligence. Without a doubt. So, alright. Let's group up everything a little better. See, right? Like, I tried to make a big group for the map last time, right? And, a control group, even. And, right, it was one of those things where, because of how the terrain was, and there was some impassable terrain, it totally fucked the formation, right? So it's where it's like, that's one of those things, sometimes it's hard to say if it's the best thing to do or not, right? And I'll be the first one to talk to that, for sure, right? And it actually, not to use it as an excuse, right, but it definitely kind of fucked with my micro right there at the beginning, to the point where I totally lost track of my walk-ups, right? That's 900 Koku out the fucking window. Why you waste money? I'm American, it's capitalism. Alright, I'm just being silly. So, let's have some fun. I'm ready. Man, yeah, they're all always hitting me with the World Weary. Man, I can't wait to get that one if I ever get it. So anyways, good times, good fun. Alright. Now, usually in this situation, right, obviously I'm ready, but, right, it's a 3-on-2. I think the courtesy, someone could correct me if I'm wrong, is to give them, the ability to start the battle. It's like, man, where the in-game chat would be nice. I mean, obviously, we've just circumnavigated the circumnavigation. We just went around the no game chat by using Steam Chat, right? But it's not ideal. There's definitely been battles like that I've lost because there was one I can specifically remember. I want to say his name was Roderu. He was spectating my matches and talking to me and honestly giving me good feedback, giving me suggestions on what to do, but I'm sitting there reading it and then trying to play the battle, and dude, I stopped my general right in front of point blank match locks and just get 14 headshots at point blank range, and I was like, ah. And I do have that on replay, so I'm sure I'll pull it up at some point. It was just a funny series of matches. He was spectating as I was playing another guy who was a one-star Follow the Samurai, and jacked. Well, it was a battle I should have won, and I ended up losing, and I 100% blame it on that situation, but there really isn't an excuse. There is a matter of focus, and I've never been an ADHD kind of guy, but being locked in, where sometimes not typing and talking helps, right? Complete focus and being locked in. At the same time, there's the level I'm trying to learn things, and I also like to interact with the community this year. It's giving me some positive things and fun things to do. So, alright, now that someone has hit start, I'll hit start, and we'll have fun. But yeah, I'm really glad that I was able to play with these guys. I know they had some wild games this weekend, which, to be honest, I'm kind of glad I didn't actually impose upon it. As weird as this sounds, right, they're all really high-level players, and I am definitely one who would like to sometimes not interrupt that. I understand I'm still in, although I think I'm, in the general sense of Total War, I'm a good player. But as far as guys that have been competing, right, in all the Total Wars for a long time, I have a lot of work to get there. So this is how we do it, right? You play, and you play against them, right? Guys that do well in competitive tournaments and, play strong. Alright, I need to focus a little bit more, though, and probably talk a little less, although I am trying to commentate for the people here. For the people! We do it all for the people. It's for the people, and it's only for the people. Alright, so I need to make sure I have some decent shooting ground here. So there's some moves that I want to make, like this. However, I don't love that. Alright, we're going to move there. I need you guys. Okay, we're going to move. I don't know if it's really ideal here, but we're going to move like this. We're going to get them here. We're going to be ready to hopefully move on them. Alright. He's got to expose bows. I know he's moving some spears there. I'm going to try and do my best to just be smart here. Okay, and not actually charge into the spears, but okay, he got all of them there in time. Wonder if those guys are hidden. They are not. It's okay though. So let's move our matchlocks up like this. How's that ground? Not terrible, but let's move more like that. We don't need to run it. Okay, we've got the workshop, so that helps. You guys don't need to run. Okay. Right. And again, just trying to exercise patience here. Okay, let's get these Naginata attendants. Though the Daikys. Yeah, he's moving them back smartly. Ooh, we've already killed the general. That's critical, to be honest. That's going to be real critical in some capacity. So I'm just going to Daito up those Naginata attendants. Gonna try and not let them get that. Cool, they are hidden right now. We'll leave them there. And again, patience. Not to make excuses, but I kind of just jumped into that last match. Was real excited for it. You know, right? Sometimes you just getting excited. You know, you bust your load too early. So we're gonna have a good time. Always, 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 right? Man, it's been the best part of my life these days. It's just like my biggest concern is being okay at this game called Total War. Oh God, anybody out there fighting, pray for your safety. I truly do. Got a lot of brothers out there. I love you guys. Anyways, sorry at the point. We got a lot of shit going on in the world. But I got a lot of shit going on in this game. But nothing too crazy. However, let's move up a little bit on them. Let's get you out of the control group. That'll help. Okay, let's continue to move up. You know, I could do this a whole lot more. Let's do that. I know, that's one of those things. I don't do it a lot. If I could get better at it, it would do me a lot of good. Perfect. I'm glad they decided to shoot at the Yari. Yep. Get the light cav. Very good. I'm glad I caught that. Let's move back. Let's let them run. Because they're going to run. They're a little faster than us, and that's fine. So, what if I run through the trees here, though? I saw another unit in here. I know I saw it. I kind of just want to catch them if I can. So, yep. You need to shoot the matchlocks, boys. They're the more dangerous unit than those Naginata attendants. Alright, I need to move my guns up. I don't need you guys moving all the way into them. You did a good job of backing them up. But we can shoot again. Okay. So we're going to move here. We're going to move here. Right. And they're going to be safe about it. And I need to make sure I am a lot more patient. In general. So, right. And, oh, great shot. Good job. Ah, son of a bitch. You did it. That was a great job. Those extended range? Yeah, no, they're not. Okay, you guys extend your range. Are they? Yes, good. That was all I wanted. I finally did it effectively. One time. One time, I did it. Right? We all gotta start somewhere. Okay, I was like, before he does some assholery. Yeah, he's moving long swords, which is fine. I might be able to get him. I don't want to move too close to these matchlocks. Let's move up. Let's move into range here of these guys. Right, let's not commit too early. Ooh, there is a thing of like going to help. He's doing a good job at protecting all of them. Let's just go get a charge. Just because we can, I think. Alright, very good. Yep, he's being smart. We need to move up. Okay, let's move out. Okay, now let's move up. Good. Okay. I need some help there. You guys need to get out. Yep. Where are them? Okay. I need to try and thread a needle here. That's one thing, right? Is I gotta try and thread the needle. Okay. I need you guys. I want you guys to focus on those matchlocks. Yep, you did a good job. I'm not surprised there that he did that. Okay. You know what? We're going to split this gap here. Right, we're staying outside their range here. Very good. That's alright. He has the hill advantage, but I'm just trying to get into him. Because I can see that it looks like we're going to win on the left side against Spice. So it's time to try and push the envelope here. I've got My guys with the ability to shoot. I need to be much better about these types of things. Let's get some. I want you over here. I want you over here. You guys didn't get caught into the bullshit yet, so that was a surprise. Yep, there's the gap. Okay, we're gonna move over here. Right, you're gonna go into the light cav. Right, this was all I needed. Okay, now we're gonna sit here and say like, oh, great job on our part, but you know, we outnumbered them. Right, I think sometimes I feel like these boys are being nice, making sure I get set up for a decent video. However, look at him. Oh shit, he won the melee. Right, he won the melee, which is okay. I gotta get some of my cav back and out of here. Okay, let's get out of here. Try and get out. Jesus. I don't know why they're all moving forward. Holy fuck. Boys. I didn't think I was about to get wrecked that bad on the hill, in spite of, I knew I wasn't taking a great fight, but I thought my veterans would do better. Right, lessons learned. This is part of the game. But man, that sucked, honestly. That was not very good on my end. I gotta be way better than that. We're alright here. Hey, get out of there. So, I think I better go help them over there. We're gonna get out of here. Right, you guys just fight to the bitter end. Okay. I've got to be smart here. Right? And this is why I brought, right, the skirmish contingent. I didn't think I was being too impatient that time, but obviously, you know, they were able to get the better. As C4 and Spice do with me every time, right? They get the better of the engagements, right? Just a little quicker in the micro, right? This is part of the learning process, though. We're going to sit here and continue to work to get better at the game, right? And we're going to have fun doing it. But man, I got to be better. I got to be better. It's undoubtable. Right, some of it is learning the builds too. But yeah, but also, right, it's just like playing good players. Playing good players, you know, and I would want nothing less. And I'm saying this like I lost this battle. You know, we did win. You know, we were obviously at the greater advantage, and it's undeniable. So, you know, I'm always one that tries to be, try to recognize those things, the truths. You know, there's no need to blow my own horn about something when, you know, right, we should win this battle, right? There's no excuse to lose it, other than they really outplay us. Right, but in every sense, we had every advantage. And we should have the advantage, right, in a 3-on-2. But it's also for them, right? It's a good way for them to practice and get their micro. And some of these guys will win these 2-on-3s, right? Spice. Even. Yeah, I'm just like, glad I can post a win. All right. Oh, skip to the summary here. New armor, very good. We will go 2v3 versus Spice and C4. Very good. All right. So I am going to get off for now. So, sweet. All right, guys, that's it for this one. Have a good one.